Hey everyone, welcome back. um, Let me fix one thing real quick. And once my avatar pops back up, there we go. We're back, guys. Hey, so power just like went out for like 3/4 of the room I'm in. My PC, um, both my monitors, and one of the light fixtures went out. Everything else stayed on. Like, I guess my Wi-Fi went out too, but it came back pretty quick. So that was kind of wild. Not what I was expecting. And then I turned my computer back on, and it happened again. So we're we're back though. Here we go. Okay, it's like I was like, okay, so we're back. As I was saying, my work got me a new laptop, which is really awesome, and I'm very appreciative. It's really nice. Can't wait to use it. Unfortunately, it has a bunch of USB-C ports on it and no USB-A ports. So in order to get all of my stuff on it, I either have to utilize Google Cloud or OneDrive, or I bought a dual flash drive. So I have a flash drive now that has USB-C and USB-A on it. I just was opening that up and getting it ready when everything died. That was just kind of wild. Okay, also, let's see, that my timer isn't working anymore, so let's fix that. Okay. Holy, that was fun. That was wild. So I have not added anyone to the random giveaway wheel. If you put your hero tag into chat before, you need to do it again. All you gotta do is put your hero tag into chat, and I will add you to our random wheel. Oh, man. That was just wild. Essa, I've got you, or Rachit, you're on there first, then Essa. Let me open up my notepad again. This is all. Where's my giveaway? There's my giveaway. Then Essa, I've got you added on as well. So I'm still like getting used to this house I'm living in now, and I'm gonna be kind of mad because it's, if this is the case, where I live, when it rains, like everything just dies. Like power goes out everywhere. It's kind of annoying. Like in the city. But where I used to live, that wasn't really that big of an issue, and it was raining this morning. And if that's an issue with this house, I'm gonna be so mad. Like so mad. Leonardo, I've got you added to the wheel. Rachit is asking, how does Monarch work with Witcham? Let me show you. So, Witcham gives me quite a bit of bonuses. It's probably the strongest sets in the game. 15% chance to attack closest and shield self when you evade. Your enchant bonuses are doubled, and 30% evade. So, what I've got is all my runes, there we go, set to evade, and all of my enchants set to evade as well. Since these are doubled, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30% evade, plus the 30 from Witcham. We're already at 60% evade. Then runes is 63, 66, 69, 73%. Now, I could eke out an extra 1%, but I don't really need it. So if I find evade, Did I pass it? Where's evade? Evade, I'm at 74.5% because you have a default percent as well. So I could eke out an extra 0.5%, but I don't want to. So I have Empower on my mount to give me stronger skills here. Monarchs gives me dual strike and critical, which also, and the increased damage when I defeat an enemy, works with all of these as well. So that 15% chance to attack closest works with the dual strike. I don't know if it works with dual strike, but it works with crit chance and it works with Empower. Also helps me with Soul of Ascarium. So it's really just helping me to buff those up. I don't have a whole lot of offensive accessories here. So I mean, I've got Shokan and the rest are all defensive. So really, it's just the best option that I have. Phobet would be even better. Hey, Never Gone, welcome in. I've got you added to the wheel. Degenerate, you're added as well. Oh, you will. I love that. Good morning, goons and goobs. I'm a fan of that. So good morning to you as well. Equal, I got you added to the wheel. All right, now that we've done all of those, let's look at the shop. Let's see what we've got. Bitversary pack, 30 bucks. Ooh, no thank you. Like, oof. Yeah, even if I did spend money, no thank you. The compensation, make sure you grab this. It's 1 gold. It's for last weekend or whatever where the game was down for a whole day. Hanceribus. Is that a mount? Yeah. I mean, that's a cool mount. This is a lot better than the Bitversary pack, in my opinion. Oh, I guess the Bitversary pack is better. I didn't see all those 4. I didn't see that this is 4 of each. Still not a fan of it. Mini Bitversary Orb. Ew. I hate this. Guys, I really hate this. If you see it look like this, that means that when you buy this, these instantly get added to your account. Like, to your regen. So if I bought this, you see my energy's at 826, it would add 750 to it. And I'd have to go through 750 before I start regenerating anything. Not worth it. Super Oda Orb. Not worth it. I mean, if you're going to run a ton of raids, that's not horrible. But Bitversary Push Pack. No. The Bitversary Egg. If you care about these cosmetics, this is the only time you'll ever be able to get them. So you'll want to run into that. I don't care about any of those pets, so I'm not going to. Legendary Adventure Bag is nice, but I'm not buying it. XL Pack is nice. I'd always wait for the XXL. Okay, now we're to the ones that I might buy. So yeah, Reggie, the already opened resource. I hate it so much. 4,000 gems for 16 resources. Let me. So that's 250 gems apiece. That's not bad. Because you also get 2 super scrolls. I'm going to get that. Bita Mat Barrels. If you need these, go ahead and get it. This is a good deal. I just don't need any of those. Then the Lucky Boost Box is not worth it. Do not get this at all. These 3 are the ones that could be worth 1,000 gems. And the Odagors are arguable. Bitgore is the only one that's guaranteed worth 1,000 gems. Everything else is worth under. Not worth it. And then these are just regular old sales, so don't care about any of that. Let's hop right into here. Okay, Manied, I've got you added to the wheel. And Itrium, you are on there as well. Ooh, if I can fix my sheet there, there we go. Ooh, Scorpia, got you added. I always want to call you Scorpion. I'm gonna force you to change your name. Did I try for any of the event eggs and pets? Nah. I mean, it might be worth it to look at them, but I just don't care to get them. Like, I don't need them. The only reason I would go for them would be cosmetics. And if it was just one pet in there, then I would go for it. But because there's 5, I don't want to push to get 5 legendaries. That seems like overkill. And Nitrium, I'm doing better now that my internet is not going wonky and my power is being stable. Hopefully it stays stable. Knock on wood. How are you doing? Sorry, I was reading your message again and I was like, I just answered it. How are you doing? How long have I been playing Bit Heroes? I have been playing since middle of 2017. So I'm free to play. I've got a ton of gems because I've just accumulated them over the years, but I don't spend money. I've been playing for about 7 years. That's kind of where I'm at. I started playing like 2 or 3 days after the mobile release happened. Prior to that, it was available only in Flash. Yeah, I mean, I wish that they would just be better pets. Looking at them like they're interesting, but not interesting enough to really push for. And sometimes, Itrium, I kind of wish that the game was still as simple as it was then. Like, there's so much complexities. How many gems did I spend for my first legendary pet and accessory? I got really lucky. I got my my first legendary accessory in like 5 boxes, I think it was. So 850 times 5. And then my pet took about 10 boxes. So it really didn't take me that long to get my first pet and accessory. I was pretty golden there, no real worries. Getting follow-up ones or getting some on the alts I used to play, that was insane. I hated it so much. Like, I think it took me almost 40 eggs to get a pet. Ooh. Pet and accessory in 6 boxes? Oof. That's amazing. Like 6 each or 6 total? That'd be crazy. 6 total. Wow. Man, that I wish. 7 megas. Oof. Pulled a 1 in a million degenerate? Tell us about it. Tell me about that 1 in a million. And equal, I would love to see that stat tool. Like, put in all your bonuses and then how much damage you can get with each accessory. That'd be pretty awesome. Accessory first try. $200 gem pulls on both in the first month. Wow. That's insane. Hold up, guys. Look at this. Once I finish this fight, look at this. It's under gear, right? Yeah. So the 200s, you get 1 pull from this, not 5 like the bigger ones. It has a 0.1% chance. That's insane. That's awesome though. Like, congratulations. That's some degenerate RNG right there. The set pet and accessory. Oof. Man, that was a debacle when it came out. People were livid. Set pet and 3 small eggs. That's pretty awesome too. I don't really ever get any good luck on that stuff, other than my initial bit where it only took me 6 or so of the 800 gem ones. The children yearn for when it was only block and damage reduction. Man, I yearn for when there were like 10 people in the game that were considered offensive tanks and they were just god tier. And if you had one on your team, you were guaranteed to win the raid. Ugh. Oh, 5,000 runs just to get Glars. And then a year later, you've only got one damage reduction augment. It sounds like you need to start direct crafting. Like, oof. Direct craft. Please, you need it. It takes too long. You're a year in and you've only got one augment. Get a few Ablit friends. So I remember at one point running a full Ablit team, and it was before they capped damage reduction, and you could hit 100% damage reduction on the back person. So you just loaded up redirect on them, and anything that hit them only did 1 damage. It was so awesome. Astabeard has 100 block. I mean, Astabeard is still really good. Not quite as good as Glarzos, but Ball Breaker, he was amazing. Never added me, rude. I mean, I wouldn't add me either, but most of my carries got banned. My carries, a lot of them were in pay-to-win nights when that whole guild got banned. You saw Ollie's cosmetic. I'm actually not happy with Ollie's cosmetic. I don't think that his cosmetic should have been allowed because no one asked SSS1. So he effectively just took another player and used their cosmetics as his custom cosmetic without ever talking to that player, and I feel like that's really disrespectful. I mean, like, kudos to him for getting to level 1000 and spending that much money to do it. And kudos to him for getting that cosmetic approved. I wouldn't approve it. And Idrium, I don't know if SSS1 would care. Like, that's really kind of my problem with it, is we don't know if he would care or not. I think that at the very least, Oliver should have asked him. And if he couldn't reach out to ask him, then just shouldn't have had that for his cosmetic. There are plenty of other NPCs he could have used. They were not good friends, Itrium. Oliver started playing significantly later than SSS1 quit. Like, they never overlapped. Oliver is a very new player comparatively. Hey, Helic, how's it going? Welcome in. If you want to enter into our giveaway, all you gotta do is put your hero tag into chat. And yeah, Degenerate, I mean, SSS1's legacy is safe. Like, he is what it is. I just think it's disrespectful to have him as a custom cosmetic without talking to him about it. Like, I just find that to be extremely disrespectful. And maybe Ollie is actually SSS1. There have been a few people that I was like, are you just SSS? Like, just chilling? Like, there have been a few people that I was thinking might have been them, and then I had to take my tinfoil hat off because I was like, I think if he came back, he'd be on his own account. Man, so I'm trying to find the time to stream more. I really want to play some of these games I've got for y'all. Yeah, there were guys that ran undercover alts. I had a couple, and I would just play them every now and then. I don't know, I just didn't have the time or desire to run too many characters. Pyres, all you have to do to enter this very first giveaway is put your hero tag into chat. The second giveaway is a little bit more involved, but the first one, all you gotta do is put your hero tag into chat, and I will put it onto the wheel. Hey Athena, how's it going? How's it going? I feel like I haven't seen you in here in months. How is it? How have you been? You wanted to give everyone a break because you were winning every single one? Every single giveaway went to you, so you're like, give people a chance to win? That equals like, uh-oh. Athena entered, everyone else has been fun. And yes, equal, I have tried to make my day longer. It just doesn't work. As much as I try, as much as I want, it just never works out for me. And co-leads, I have you added to the wheel as well. Tires, you're on here. And as people enter, because I don't have too big of a following, it's not a big deal for me to just do all of this manually. If I don't say your name out loud and say that it's on the wheel, assume that I missed it and you can post it again. There's a chance that it didn't go all the way through chat. That's happened before where it just doesn't show up on my screen. So if I don't say your name, you can enter again. And if you're not sure, like I can just mark you off the list. It's not a big deal. Helig, I've got you on the wheel. We actually have quite a few entries today. I'm pleasantly surprised. I love that y'all are hanging out in here. I do appreciate you popping in on a Monday morning, afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in. It's Monday morning for me, 11:30 a.m. Haha, equal. I still haven't added that command back. Get wrecked. I don't even remember what the command was supposed to say. Afternoon for you. So are you Eastern US then? I imagine if you were all the way in Europe it would be evening now. Let me see, do I have... I don't have custom command in there. Let's go in and see what the old command was. Rosie, I've got you added in. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, 1:34 a.m. Oof, oof, oof. All right, let's see here. Cancel, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh. Not enough energy. Nope, room's no longer available. The chat is worth it. The drops are worth it. Man, Athena's over here getting all kinds of cocky. She's just gonna wreck everyone's life. Okay, spacebar works there. Oh, spacebar just drops me out. That's annoying. I'm trying to figure out, I haven't looked at like keyboard shortcuts for this. Okay. Okay, so I can use space on that and just keep my mouse in the same spot. That's nice. My current PvE team just kind of depends on my mood. Typically, I can solo most things, so it's just like me and Volfi because I like the way that Volfi looks. If I need more DPS, I use Lurky instead. If I need a bait, I use Thunmolf. And I'm not maxed out. I am currently running to get specific items. I'm going to change my build at some point. I just need a lot of mythics to do so. and I don't want to push for them. But short of switching to an ancient build, I am effectively maxed out. I like everything else is like that 1% better that I don't really care about. Okay, let me run a few of these to take care of some bounties. Ooh, for Brimby, use 2 Eularis and make sure that you max out as much deflect on them as you can. Like, get full deflect augments. And then, when Brimby hits them, you hope that they deflect. If they don't deflect, you run again until they deflect and kill him. That's how you kill Brimby. He is insane. What familiar took me the longest? Probably Volfi. Because, oh god, it took an entire tier for me to make him. I mean, Athena, you can enter multiple times, but you can only actually be entered one time. I did clarify that with the community team. It's 1 per person. And the devs are working on new content. There's no release date on it, but they are working on content. Okay, now let me... Is it 2 user? There we go. Equal, I added a command for you. Yeah, and Brimby is just one of those things where if you are maxed out, he's really not hard. If you're trying to get through before maxing out, he's very, very difficult and is absolutely a gear check is what he is. You can cheese past him with Eularis, but that's about it. If you're not going to cheese past him, you just have to get stronger. Also, nobody has gotten the secret command answer from CoinFlip yet. There is... CoinFlip will give you heads, tails, or a third option, and no one's ever gotten the third option. And you could just use the stream commands, or just come to me. I'm really bad at talking, but I'm really good at listening, and I will gladly listen to you. Giveaways in 5 minutes. If you have not entered and you want to, please put your hero tag into chat right now. You've got 5 minutes to get it to me. Once I spin the wheel, it's done. Run one more of this and I should be able to clear out some bounties. That's why I'm running this one instead of a D4. I should add like a chance for a special response on Secret as well. Man, you know, Pyres, I am actually very happy they didn't add another familiar. The familiar is what burns me out the most because they're super expensive. And so you spend all this time grinding and you don't really get anything out of it. So I'm actually happy to have a 2-week period where we're not running for a familiar. There was one last event, and I'd almost guarantee there's going to be one next event as well. Okay, let's clear some bounties. Yeah, and Athena's right there. The big like seasonal events, those are the ones that get familiars. The ones that just kind of pop up, there you don't get a new familiar out of those. And Polytechnica, I have you added to the wheel. And there's my timer. I guess I couldn't find my timer. Oh no. Head Dobbins leaving. So we're gonna get one more event this month because there's only 2 weeks left in the month. So we're gonna get the Thanksgiving event, then hopefully we'll have 2 or 3 weeks off of no events. Sorry, it's a really weird sound. Huh. It sounded like someone was dying. I hope everyone's okay. So we'll have like 2 weeks off, maybe 3 if we're lucky, and then we'll get Christmas event and probably a New Year's event too. I'm assuming, unless they combine them, which they might just combine them, who knows. All I know is this is the part of the year where I get way too over grinded. Oh man, I will probably have to take a very short break here in a minute. I'm about out of coffee and I'm super thirsty and need to go get water. So probably after the giveaway, I'm gonna just take a short break to go get some coffee. Yeah, all of the events will definitely help people with NFTs. Yes, equal. That's like the big thing, being able to not run D4s, like not feel obligated to run D4s. Like they just take so long. They take longer than a regular dungeon and they cost less than a regular dungeon. So you're just sitting there. It takes forever. Forever. Ooh, Vextronics in there just at the nick of time. Alright, let me double check against the list of eligible people. Everyone's fine. Everyone that's entered is fine. If I haven't said your name, then you need to put your hero tag in now, because there's about 5 seconds left. And it's time for the giveaway! Yay, yay, yay. Let me load up this wheel and we will get started. Where is Wheel of Names? Interact. And then pull it on down. Oop, wrong thing. Am I able to... Yeah, that looks centered. This is what I meant to grab. Air horn. I need to set up a stream deck or something. Okay. Go ahead and check the stream or the screen here, the wheel. Make sure that you are on it, because if you are not, you're just not entered. That's life. And then we're going to mix it up and then we'll split it. Hey, Ewan, how's it going? Let's go ahead and shuffle it up. Good luck to everybody. I mean, even if you give me your name right now, I can add you. But that, like, it's right now. I'm about to spin it. I'm gonna keep shuffling it. Unlucky melon. Okay. Shuffle it up, and here we go. Good luck, everybody. I hope that you win. Except we all know Athena's gonna win. Athena always wins. And it's not gonna be Athena. It's going to... Oh, is it going to be Ewan or is it going to go to Rosie? So close. But Rosie, congratulations. Congrats, Rosie. Good job. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. Congrats again before I move it away. Now, Rosie, I know that you've won in the past. So I'm just saying this as like an obligation, but you already know it. Please give it a little bit of time to hit your account. I'm not the one that adds these to your account. I send it over to the community management team, and they're the ones that add it. So it can take up to a week to hit your account. So please just have a little bit of patience there. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say. And then also, you're eligible once on my stream every 30 days, so you will be eligible again on December 18th. I may be canceling a stream or so, not necessarily on the 18th, but that week after, the week of Christmas. I don't know what I'll be doing, if I'll be in town, out of town. If I'm out of town, I will not be streaming. If I'm in town, there's a chance I won't be streaming. Just a heads up. Now, let's go ahead and fix this up. Scripts, that's gonna go to 12:45. And we have another giveaway in an hour, and this one you have to actually be here during the giveaway for. You can't enter it now and walk out. That being said, I am going to use this as an opportunity to go grab some water. So let me set this little be right back screen up, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Hello. Let's turn our Bit Hero sound back on. Whew. Sorry, that took me a while there. Ewan, I don't know when you sent the message that you're going to take a quick shower, but I hope it's a great one, and I'll see you when you get back, hopefully. Sorry, it was like perfect timing. I came downstairs, and landlord came to install a dishwasher, so they're down there working on that right now. But I got my water. We're good to go. All right. Oop. Wait. What is this on the screen? Huh. That's interesting that the wheel of names was popping up there. It's gone now. So the next giveaway, as normal, is going to be number game. You'll just guess a number. I'll decide what the range is as we get a little bit closer. I don't want it to be like 1 through 20 if there's 18 people in the room. I also don't want it to be 1 through 40 if there's 5 people. All you have to do is guess what number it's going to land on. Closest without going over wins. Hey Marcos, how is it going? Welcome in. It is great to see you again after winning our giveaway last week. Looking at the giveaway tracker, looks like you got your items. I hope you're enjoying them. I hope you're able to get some good drops off of them as well. There we go. It's like I couldn't find it on the tracker. I just remember seeing it earlier. Ooh, yeah, 1,000 gems, and you got the epic adventure bag, which is like so awesome. Like, that's a really great thing. I'm really appreciative that Congregate is allowing me to give that away all the time. Do I think Bit Heroes will grow more in the future? Yeah, I do. Like, I'm not sure how much more. The game is 8 years old now. Nearly a decade old is pretty much unheard of for a game of this style to still be running. I think that in the future, there's going to be just more events, like more types of content. I think that lore events will come out, and that will help grow Bit Heroes. Until then, I think it is just going to kind of stagnate until, like, once those lore events come out, we'll get new players, we'll get old players coming back. I think that once those release, it'll be a really great thing. We just gotta wait for them to release. Which, it's kind of annoying. We're going almost a year since they announced them publicly. I think we're about 5 months away from that, and nothing. But yeah, just gotta hold out some hope. I'm gonna update that spreadsheet a little bit. But yeah, I am hoping for lore events. Sorry, I'm looking at, since I use Stream Elements, they've got a program called Ground Control. Came out a month or two ago, and I'm really, like, I want to use it, but it's just all for Twitch. Like, everything is designed for Twitch. Like, maybe I should switch to Twitch. Tips for getting clover. Use Aeneas. That's really, like, the best bet for you. Let me see if I can pull up the guides here. That's tier 17. So this person used Physis and Witcham. I wouldn't use Witcham personally. Fire Rent, that's a later one. Perkunas and Aeneas. I like the Aeneas clear, but there's also Fire Rent, which I just lost it. Where'd it go? It depends a lot on what familiars you have. So there's one here that just uses Fire Rent, doesn't use lots of different builds. There are 2 builds total, just for the different bosses. Looking through it, I actually don't know. Oh, it just uses a different stat spread. That's all it is. Yeah, there's that one. Then there's using Aeneas, which only needs Glarzos and a Kimusaba. However, you might not need Kimusaba anymore because of the barrier chip or barrier augment. Barrier is really, like, really strong if you can get it to happen. But yeah, like Equal said, it's really hard. Honestly, I would consider waiting until you're tier 18 or tier 19 just to out TS it. Because without the extra TS, -1 luck is really rough. Like, really rough. Yeah, Equal. I think I was looking at your your clear, actually, the one that mentioned Kimusaba. Yeah, that's the Aeneas and Makriti one, but that is still higher than tier 17. I know people who cleared it in tier with Aeneas. You might be able to use something other than Kimusaba because of those new augments, but that's still, oof, it's rough. Yeah, and a lot of people that did it using Perkunas, it was before Perkunas got nerfed, so that's a rough one. I don't do in tier D-Force. Kimusaba is still extremely good, Athena, you're wrong. There's better options now, but because Kimusaba has built-in barrier, you can get more mitigation while still having barrier. Tetheus, you don't get that option anymore. And Bleaksumum's good. I'd argue that Kimusaba's better. And Tetheus is a much better tank than Kimusaba is, but if you need barrier specifically, then Kimusaba is the better option. So let me go to my spreadsheet here. Let's compare the two. So Tetheus, 41, 43, 16. Skills don't particularly matter on tanks. That's really it. Plus shield cap, 30% evade chance, 20% water resist. So if you want to build barrier into that, that's what you've got. Yeah, and Kimu looks cooler. So Tetheus is a better tank than Kimusaba, full stop. However, if what you're looking for is barrier, Kimusaba is significantly better than Tetheus because it has the built-in barrier chance. And it's at 35%, which is better than you're going to get with your augments anyways. Then you can really pump up the other stuff, because he has then 20% physical damage reduction and 20% air damage reduction. So you can load in more damage reduction, or well, I would put evade on him personally. You have significantly more mitigation. You have slightly more health and just a little bit less power, but that's not really. 62% evade and 30% barrier. Let me go to this wiki real quick, and I'll explain to you. Like, Athena, I'm sorry, you're just wrong. Like, Kimusaba, if you're looking for barrier in particular, is the better option. If you're looking for just a generalized tank, Tetheus is the better option. So evade, where the hell is evade at? Deflect, enrage, evade chance is number 4. So you're looking at 2.5 pump augment for the base stat. And so you're just looking at the base there. Once they're, let's see, the goes up to 6x. So 2.5 times 6 is what, 15%. So you can get then your Kimusaba. So your Tetheus then can have 30% barrier, is what, that's right, 30% barrier, right? No, 45% barrier. So you can have 45% barrier and 30% evade, or you can have 60% evade and 15% barrier. Kimusaba, you can have 35% barrier, 45% evade, like, and the 20% physical damage reduction and 20% air damage reduction. Kimusaba, when you're focused on barrier, is the better option. If you are focused on just generalized tank, Manraya, you forgot that you can only have 3 pumps. You can't have 4 pumps on them. Like, you're looking at pumps. And then Bleaks, I'm gonna pull up Bleaks. You know that the evade chip is not straight evade, right? Let me go find that one. Oh, they did add the one that's 20%. Oh, they did add that one. X% evade chance. But, I mean, then you get to also add that to Kimusaba. Like, you also get that on Kimusaba. So, let's see. X% evade, and that's number 6. So, again, that's, you can get up to 15% evade there. So, you can get 60% evade and no barrier if you're going to go that route. So, if we go with our Tetheus, you can have 45% evade, 45% barrier. That's pretty awesome. And 20% water resist. That's pretty good. Or, with Kimusaba, you can then have 35% barrier, 60% evade, 20% physical, 20% air. Kimusaba is the better option. You would not necessarily want to use damage reduction. You can, but you'll overcap it. You can hit 60% evade on him. Why would you bother focusing on damage reduction? So 60% of the time, you're not getting hit at all. 40% of the time, you are getting hit, and you're reducing it by around 35%. Kimusaba is the better option. And right, you can argue it all you want, but the numbers are there. Bleaksima, I haven't looked at Bleaks in a while. Stat spread is different. I don't know if it's better or worse. Much higher health, but less attack, but I don't know if that would really matter. Built-in 15% barrier and 20% electric resist. Bleaksimum is absolutely not better than Kimusaba. I'm sorry, that one you're flat out wrong too. Yeah, Kimusaba has mid skills, but like, particularly when you have minus SP reduction, you're not going to be using anything other than the 0 SP anyways. Like, full stop, you're not going to. You're also not going to be using very many of your skills at all with, what, 16% speed at all? So Tithius, you can deal damage or shield self. Kimusaba, you deal damage and corrupt, which is better. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, Athena, you can feel that way all you want. Your opinion is definitely a valid opinion, but on paper, if you're focused on including barrier, Kimusaba is the better option. And damage reduction is consistent until true damage comes around and then it goes away. But yeah, so with damage reduction is really good until you have true damage, which most of the end game enemies do have, so it goes away. So that's why you would go into evade instead. Also, it's easier to compare evade. But if you went full damage reduction, you would actually overcap him. Yeah, I mean, that's literally what I just said, Monraya. I don't know what's going on here. Like, it's like I'm living in Bizarro world. Damage reduction isn't what you necessarily want to go for. If you want to go for it, it's better than block if you can max them both out. But that's why you would put evade on him instead of damage reduction. So then your damage reduction is there to help. You're still hitting 60% evade, and you've got 30% barrier on top of your nearly 40% damage reduction. It's going to be closer to 35% most of the time. Occasionally hit 0, but you've also got 60% evade. Now the cost of them, that is where it goes crazy. Cost for cost, Tithius is better, because Tithius doesn't need near as much as Kimusaba does. Kimusaba is too expensive. Even before all of the barrier stuff was added in, I felt that Kimusaba was too expensive. But I feel like any mythic after like tier 15 is too expensive. Lurky's not, Thunmolf's not. Lady Sparkin, they're good. I don't know if they're worth it. Kazulim's too expensive, Dabasa's too expensive, Sunamog's too expensive, Volthai is okay, Sinonix is too expensive, and Roost is too expensive. That's like all but 2 of them. The mythics are just, they're too expensive at this point. Sorry, I'm just writing all this stuff out here real quick. Pyre's gonna get, he really wants that extra one. Where's Tithius? 30% shield cap. Okay. So I'm just pulling up the math on some of these real quick. Okay, so I'm not gonna do Bleaksum because they're just overtly, they're a worse version of Kimusaba. If you're using, just including the 4 main augments there, the 3 pumps and then the 1 ship, Teethius can get 30% barrier, 60% evade, 20% water damage reduction, and 30% shield cap. That's good. Kimusaba will get 35% barrier, 60% evade, 20% damage reduction, and 20% air damage reduction. So they have 5% more barrier and 20% more damage reduction. Oh, I love this. Equal, if you look deep into your heart, you will find the answer to that question. What just happened with my life? There we go. Yeah, I haven't rolled a single augment since the update. I should probably do that. I can roll a bunch of mythics. Is the countdown broken? Yes, it is. I don't know why it keeps stopping. Thank you for mentioning that, Coletes. It's such a small part on my screen, I don't see if it's not counting down. Yeah, I don't even think my teeth has enough augments on him to be useful. Oh, why do I have legendaries on him? I must have this on someone else. Sorry, I'm hearing a bunch of noise downstairs. They're still installing that dishwasher. I figured they'd be done by now. It's literally plug and play. I don't know why it takes people so long to do that stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna take my headphone off. I'm gonna be right back. There's a lot of noises going on downstairs. Okay, I'm back. There's lots of noises down there, but they don't seem like people are hurt noises, so we're good. You need augments so bad. Yeah, if you're going to push events, augment events are the ones to push if you want a higher ranking, because people just don't seem to want those materials, which is interesting. And Andy, the dishwasher here, this place I just moved into is broken, so they're replacing it today. I mean, I don't know why it's taking them so long. Literally all it is pull out, unplug, finish pulling out, push new one in, plug in, push all the way in. That's all a dishwasher is to install. So we'll see. They've been at it for about 30 minutes. Like, I guess that's normal. You're gonna get a pie to the face when you use it? Use the dishwasher? Probably. I usually don't use dishwashers. I mean, like, I like having them, especially like if there's a bunch of people over, but if it's just me, like, I just wash my plate as I'm done. The only thing I don't like is washing pots and pans, but I don't put those in a dishwasher anyways. You get deflect from both the familiars and augments. So if you're trying to cheese Brimby or something else where you're just trying to cheese deflect, use a familiar that already has deflect on them, like Eularis or Jello. Then you'll put more deflect augments on them. So let me kill Teal'c real quick. If you go to familiars, I think I have my Jello with augments. I haven't bothered with him. So Jello has built-in deflect, and then I have more deflect from augments, and I've only got one on there right now because I really hate going through the augment list. I wish that these were like alphabetical or something would be nice. Do I only have one deflect? No, there we go. So like I can also put that on there, and then he'll have another 4.8. I don't think I have any mythic deflect, do I? No. So then he just has more, and you just load that up, and that's how you get your deflect familiars. Yeah, and Jello's just amazing. And now that they've made the adjustment to drop rates for the fusion materials, I would definitely recommend going back for Jello. When they removed the weekly events and they didn't adjust the drop rates, he became not worth it, but now he's worth it again. Also, Septum, I just saw that you subscribed while I was away from my PC. Welcome in. If you're in the stream itself, welcome. And if you were just subscribing from videos, I hope to see you in stream one day. There we go. Look, it just popped up on Stream Elements. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my... there should be like a little graphic that pops up too, but... apparently not. Apparently that's broken too. Could Roy replace them? I mean, they could. Welcome in, welcome in. I didn't see that was you that was asking that question. They could replace them, but they're not going to be a great replacement. Their health is really high already, so you have to have higher health than them, and then they're going to have less mitigation, not only based on their default of 20% damage reduction versus what's Glar's 25, and then 2.5% absorb, so less there, but also augments aren't as strong on epics as they are on legendaries, so it would be a band-aid solution that would work. And like Andy says, you cannot replace the place in your heart for Glarstas. I'll answer that for you, Andy. Don't worry, Olatus versus Glars. Olatus has their use, but they're not as good as Glars. Olatus is far from useless, but Glarstas is king. There's a reason I made Thunmolf, and it's because it's a mythic version of Glarstas. I think the Thunmolf would get more love if we started calling them mythic Glars. Andy, I love my Thunmoth. Like, they're not as good as like a Sunamog or whatever, but they're just so awesome, and they pair really well with Lurky. Like, really well with Lurky. Yeah, and like you said, it looks good paired with Lurky. Yeah, they're amazing together. Glarswolf. I wish you could give nicknames to your familiars and have that be their name, because I would have Glarswolf. Okay. I've only got a few more of these to run. Might as well run them before we do our buying stuff at the shop. And he needs his opinion validated. Lady Glars and Glars. Alright, so we're going to petition Congregate that every single mythic from now on will require a Glarstos. I thought it would be interesting to have a event familiar that I don't know, was like a DPS or something and required a Glarstos to make. I would love that too equal, but I think that the devs are looking at familiars that aren't viable in the game. That's all I can really tell from like all these ones here. They're just like, they're really great early to mid game and then get outclassed late game. Like even by other legendaries. I get the mythics being stronger, they should be stronger, but it just seems like they're not, after like tier 15 or 16, they're not really all that useful. Yeah, and like, I mean, if they made an event fusion that requires a Wimbo, I can already have 5 or 6 of them. Like, I guess I have one fully stable Wimbo, so I mean, I can make 6 right away. My floor just vibrated. This installer is using like a Sawzall down there. What in the world? Guys, I think he's gonna destroy my house. Hey, Ewan, welcome back. 18 minutes till our next giveaway. Maybe one day all the invasions will have mythics. Ugh. And they're all so expensive. Like, Turkon's good, but like for that price, absolutely not worth it. And I feel like the same for Synonyx. I mean, Synonyx, where we at? Let me scroll all the way to the bottom of this. 44, 21, 35 stat spread. So good. You can use Glarstos. 0 SP is deal damage to the target. 1 SP is furthest enemy and recoil. Which, bleh. 3, then we skip 2 SP and go straight to 3 SP. Damage to fastest, another one that's damage to strongest. 4 SP deals a ton of damage to a random enemy and then recoil. Then another one that's a ton of damage to the fastest and recoil. 300% crit multiplier, 5% quad strike, 10% lifesteal. Like, he's good, but not that good. Is Turcon worth getting? Only if you really, really like turkeys. Turcon's just not worth it at all. I don't think I even have the Turcon schematic. Let me look while I try and get these stupid energies. I'm gonna go through the whole box. What is this? You're kidding me. You're kidding. Come on. Oh, I have one more energy to use, but we're gonna check out this not enough. Fusion. Turcon. I think I don't even have Turcon schematic. Alright, let me look them up here. Turcon, where you at? Stat spread of 45, 45, 10 actually is a really good stat spread. Skills don't really matter on a tank, but 0 SP, you can either damage random enemy or damage closest and recoil, so that's kind of nice. 30% damage reduction, 10% evade, 10% block. No, thank you. That's just a hard no. They're not worth it. I mean, they've got a lot going for them, but not enough to bother with. Man, I gotta work after this too. I'm tired, guys. I'm sleepy. I want to go to sleep, but I got work. I don't have a ton to do. Where are we at? Yeah, not too bad. You thank me for my service. I really should be working right now, but nah, I'm good. Alright, can I get another? No. Alright, what do we want to run? Let's actually, not shop, what am I doing? Smithy. Let's go. Nice, I do have some mythics to melt. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Make sure these are ones I don't want to keep. And then we're gonna go through the wiki as well to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so we are looking to craft polychromatic blaster. So I need 4 more of the tier 10 green one. Ooh, man. Okay, tier 10. So I need tier 10 trials. That's gonna be fun. And tier 10 what's this called? World boss. Ugh. Then the tier 11, I'm good on that one. Tier 12 raid is electric magnets, which I'm good on that one. tier 13 raid is Ominous Cloud. I'm good on that one. The tier 14 raid is Small Moon. I'm good on that one. Tier 15 raid is the T, so I'm good on that one. Tier 16 raid is Rain Cloud. Good on that one. Tier 17 raid, as long as it's not air tubes. It is. So I need to start running the tier 17 raid. Ugh. Okay, so let me just count these out here. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, okay. Let's run 16 raids. In tier 17, this is the next raid mythic that I need. I'll eventually need to do a push on like a Bitgore or something for the other ones. Should be fishing. Ugh, I'm jealous. Gonna be the most goated low tier world boss carry. Normally when I am pushing a low tier one, I run it myself. If I have a guild member that needs it, then I'll run them, or if someone asks me I will, but I usually don't run a public lobby because I do rapid fire. And world boss, I need to go rapid fire because I have the worst luck in the world. Why do I start it that way? I like charted out my actual luck getting Starweave, and on a Bitgore, I went 600 runs. It was like 615 or something like that, without a single mythic. I was livid. That was what, 30, a little over 30 packs before I got a mythic. I was like, I was ready to quit. I was mad. I was so mad. I'll teach you some manners, you dirty frog. I just one-shot you, Lady Sparkin. Or I guess not Lady Sparkin, just Spark, whatever. Oh, wrong button. Alright, so there's about 9 minutes till the next giveaway. I want to go over the rules for this one. I'm going to put numbers out. Right now there's 16 viewers, so I'm going to go ahead and do numbers 1 through 40. When I put start into chat, you're going to guess a number. Only one guess per person, and only one person can guess a number, obviously. If you guess the same number as someone else, I'll tell you who got it in first, and whoever got it in second can guess a second one. The person who guesses the closest without going over, and I'll spin the wheel to get the number, will be the winner. So, closest without going over. It's Price is Right rules. Let's say that you guess 20 and I guess 30 and it lands on 29. That means that you won because I guessed a number. Even though I was closer, I was higher up. You have to be closest without going over. Equals already, I got 41, easy peasy. I'm gonna go ahead and get this wheel set up. Okay. The wheel is set up and ready. And so we'll open that up for guesses here in about 7.5 minutes. Until then, we're just gonna keep trying to maybe see if a mythic will pop up. That's kind of the guess what we're trying to do here. Figure out if I can set up a stream to run an Odagore or something. Rosie's sending out that good RNG, and we know Rosie has that good RNG because they won the first giveaway. Ninja, I am not going to hear you out. Not going to hear you out on that. I know what you mean, but I'm not willing to entertain the thought. That's yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Specific way to get the most value out of an Odagore is be able to play for 4 hours uninterrupted. That's really the best way to do that one. The more time you spend sitting in a lobby waiting or just not running something, the more time that is wasted. To prep, you might want to use an item find calculator like the one that's at BH Guides to make sure you don't go over the 3,500%, which is the cap, because if you go over it, then it's just wasted, and you can use something like experience instead for your runes. But the only real prep is if you're going to be running World Boss, make sure that you have someone that's going to run with you if you need the carry. If you don't need them to carry you and you can just solo it, then by all means you're good to go. Otherwise, the only prep is making sure that you are able to play 4 hours uninterrupted. That's really it. Bitgore is the same, but it's a little bit more okay in my mind to waste some of that, because that's 24 hours. That's not worth it. I never do more than 16 hours, and I never do it all in one sitting. I will not say that I agree with you, Ninja. I will not. I see what you're talking about, but no. I do plead the fifth. If you run out of energy or shards, then you've wasted your time. Make sure, like I said, make sure that you can play for 4 hours straight. That includes making sure you have the resources to run for 4 hours straight. "20 hours a bit and 4 hours of sleep." Oh no. Don't do that. That's unhealthy. Yeah, Ultra Gore you do have to suffer. Ooh. And yet, Bitverse Andy is absolutely right. I advocate for using as much of your boost as you can, but also I advocate for walking away when you need to. When I run a Bitgore, I will usually play for an hour and a half at a time. So I'll put together an hour, hour and a half of playtime, then I'll go have some breakfast, then I'll have hour, hour and a half of playtime, then I'll go just for a walk, then an hour, hour and a half playtime, then I'll have me some lunch. Like, I don't do it all in one sitting. Ultra Gore is absolutely insane and probably should be used like all the way if you can. When I ran my Ultra Gore, I did use all 12 hours, and by the end of it, oh god, I felt horrible. Like I felt like there was not really anything left in the tank at all. And I see a Gratz in here. I was not looking. I was looking at my phone. Did I get a mythic? Did I get one? No, because I haven't even done the boss yet. Ouch. An ultra for world boss, yeah. Like that's, I have an ultra. I should consider setting aside a time or a day to do that. And if I do it on stream, that'd be nice. Damn, one of y'all said Gratz, and I was like, what did I get? Ooh, 30 seconds left for this prize, for this giveaway. Get ready, guys. And yeah, Coleys, you buy them from the shop if you have them. I won mine in a giveaway a long time ago. But they have giveaways on the Discord. They're in the shop. They had one that was part of an event. That was fun. I actually really enjoyed that event. But it is time for the giveaway. Again, for these rules, what you gotta do, I'm gonna put start into chat, and once I do, sorry, I thought my microphone was just beeping there. Once I put start into chat, you're going to guess. What you're guessing is what random number the wheel is gonna pick. It's gonna be 1 through 40 because there's 21 viewers in here right now, and the person who is closest without going over wins. So that means if you guess 20 and I guess 30 and the wheel lands on 29, you win because I guessed a number that was higher. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start here in about 10 seconds, so it's easy for me to keep track of things. And you'll have 1 minute to get your guess in. So you got about 5 seconds to go till my stopwatch gets to a good number. Go ahead and put your guesses in while I bring the wheel down. Lots of guesses. Looks like nothing's been duplicated so far, which is great news. Oh, Scropia, someone has already guessed 27. And yes, you can only guess once. Okay. And Septum 44 is too high of a number. You got 8 seconds to get in there. And stop. So no more guesses will be accepted. Chris, your guess of 12 is the one that I'm accepting. We got the wheel on here. Let's go ahead and pull up here so we can shuffle it so there's no shenanigans going on. You can see there's numbers 1 through 40 on here. And we'll shuffle, 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 and let's go. Good luck, everybody. Let's see where this wheel lands. Eventually it will land on... Is it gonna land on 40? No, It's gonna go to 24. 15. 15 is the winning number. Let's go through here. We have Ian has 13. Is 13 the closest? I don't see a 14 or a 15. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Ewan here. Let me hit rerun real quick while I'm running through these numbers. Scroll on my other screen. 27, 13. Alright, looks like Ewan won. Congratulations. Congratulations. What I need from you is please put your hero tag into chat. That way I can go ahead and add you to the giveaway list, and we'll get you those prizes as soon as possible. Congratulations, Ewan. And go ahead and hide our timer and giveaway. And Ninja got trolled hard. It almost landed on 24. You were almost exact. Congratulations, Ewan. Oop, what did I just do? Two off. Yeah, congratulations, Ewan. I do these giveaways, these same two, every single week. Every week that I stream, I have them. And Ewan, I have got you added. Unlucky Melon. Alright, you're added in there, and then just in case you haven't been in my streams, I don't think you've been in here before. I know you've never won before. I'm not the one that hands out the giveaways themselves. Those are going to be sent to you via the community managers that congregate, so it can take up to a week for you to get them. That being said, they usually do them on Mondays, so you should be good to go pretty soon. You'll see a pop-up on your screen with the Epic Adventure bag as if it were a weekly reward, and you'll have 1,000 gems added to your account. If you don't have it by my stream next week, please let me know, and I will follow up for you. Don't worry about that. Just let me know if you don't have it by a week. There is a checklist, and I'll be able to see if you've gotten it. But again, please give it a few days. Don't freak out if you don't have it in the next hour or so. It should be by the end of the day, but likely, or can take more than that. Then you can win on any of the official content creators stuff. However, you can only win on each content creator once every 30 days. So for example, you can go over to Bit vs. Andy and enter their next contest whenever you want, as long as you haven't won there. You can join the Discord for the official Bitverse and enter the costume contest and win there, but you cannot win on my stream for another 30 days. So you'll be eligible again starting December 18th. And if you forget that, don't worry. I keep track of that, so I can always let you know once you're eligible again. Whew, all those legal disclaimers, they're so fun. But Bit vs. Andy, the person who just sent that emoji of the waving person, that is another official content creator. You can join their streams and enter to win the prizes as well. You can definitely win on both of ours, like back to back. That is absolutely a thing. You can, there's what, 4 of us that can do prizes, so you could theoretically win all 4 at the same time. Then just have like a giga push. And we got about 8 minutes left in my stream before I am heading out. It's not a joke at all. We actually did at one point have an issue where like one person was winning all of them. And it was like, okay, this person has like legitimately gotten in the past 2 months like 10,000 gems. So definitely worth looking at. I forgot to look at how many raids I have left. Sorry, I was gonna try and get a video of an issue I've been having, but it is not happening. Oh well. It didn't show me how many I have left. Oh well. Hey, Bitverse Andy, thank you so much. Welcome in as a member. You have all of the emotes now. You also will get you'll get access as soon as it syncs with Discord, a private channel on my Discord, and you get early access to any videos I put up, with the exception of any sneak peeks where I have to put them up at a certain time. But any other video that I pre-upload, you get immediate access to it instead of having to wait. I am also about to change out the icon for the membership, but welcome in. Thank you so much. Welcome to Knights of the Realm. Where is the... Where's my VIP? There we go. Andy, are you in my Discord? I can't tell if you... I can't remember if you are. Disable streamer mode. Let me see here. You are, so... yeah, I'm going. I'll contact you after this stream, just to figure out. It should automatically put you into the channel, but it might take a little bit to update. But I'll see if there's a way for me to manually refresh that and get you in there. There's server settings. Sync. There you go, Andy, you're in there. I just had to click sync. Welcome in. Polytechnica, you cannot get Jello outside of the event. Once you have all of the materials, then you can make them at any point in time. But you do have to get the materials during the jelly invasion. Okay, let's see how many of these raids I got left. I got one left. Let's do this. Have fun on your work call, Andy. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for becoming a member. Lighting a fire under my butt to fix those member icons. I have a plan. I just gotta make them. And thank you for popping in. Thanks for popping in, Pyres. Stream's almost over. We've almost made it. I've really appreciated you popping in here to chat. And do unique fusion schematics come back? They are a one-time deal for now. I've made the suggestion to bring them back. My suggestion was to slightly lower the cost of them and then bring them back at other events with an increased cost. But as of right now, they are one time only, never coming back, which is why I push so hard for them. And then if you scroll down to here, you'll see like the event familiars. I've bothered to get them all because they're not coming back. So Veruche here is pretty good. Kovu's actually pretty decent. Their stamina is a little bit high, but whatever. Suntealk is strong. Itrolf is a really, really awesome tank. Shakomit is a pretty decent healer. Captain Astabeard is one of the better baits in the game. And Woodsroth is one of the better supports in the game. So I'm out of energy here. I don't really want to run anything else. I don't want to add more to run in there. I still have a few things to get out of here. Energy box. I have a 75% chance to get one of these, but you know I'm going to get this jelly cup first. It always happens. So once I buy out those, I'm going to come back to the boost box and try and get this Odagor. Once I get that Odagor, then I'll come back to the material box to get these 2 mythic materials. Once I do that, I'll probably just buy out the material box. I'm sure the event will be over by then. But thank y'all for popping in. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, chatting with me. Congratulations to Rosie and Ewan, winners both of the giveaway and of my heart. I've really enjoyed playing today. I got quite a bit done. I need to make a little spreadsheet on what I need to run. I'll try and put together a stream where I'll run like an Odagor or something and push for some of those other things I need to grab. Until then, if you like my streams or my videos, like them. If you dislike them and tell me why. If you want more, you can hit the subscribe button or become a member like Bitverse Andy just did. You get a couple perks. There's 2 tiers on that. They really, I want to make sure they were affordable so that you don't really miss out on much. The top tier is guaranteed early access to videos. The bottom tier will just get early access to some videos, but not all. That being said, I want to make sure that the content is always available to you so you won't lose out on anything by not being a member. It is not worth it to re-roll augments. I just saw that message come through. Absolutely not. Don't ever re-roll augments. So, until next time, enjoy your grind, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.